Alright, I've started another project. This one is going to be a saloon bar. It's just going to be a little facade pop out of a little 42-inch bar. It's going to have a top. It's also going to have some sunken panels with some little decorative trim that goes around. I'll build a little kick plate along the bottom. The top will have another little pop out that goes around the sides, and then it'll have a countertop. But it's not going to stick out that much. We're only talking like maybe 4 or 5 inches from the wall. It'll just mount to the wall and just be a little pretend bar. It'll give the room a little dimension, have a little pop out other than just painting it straight onto the wall. So I've got the framing all going on here. I used plywood on the outside of the framing that's going to match the plywood facing, and then we'll just stain the whole thing with a watered down brown black wash to make it look like old stained wood. Alright, so skipping ahead, I got to work and then I just forgot to film. But here is pretty much the finished built product. We just have to stain it like a dark wood. You can see what I did is I just overlapped a bunch of plywood. I made a flat out of plywood with a plywood edge on both sides like I showed you before. And then I added this trim on the bottom, gave it a little round over. And then the 2 squares that I cut out of the center, I just had them set back a little bit, and I used this trim to mount them into place. And then I used another piece of 1x to create a pop out, which you can see, overlap some more plywood, and then just trimmed it out. The countertop is just a piece of pine board that I finished nailed on there. I think it turned out pretty good. It's good enough. I would have liked to have gotten a lot fancier, but when you're in a hurry, you know, you just do the best you can. So this should look good with a dark wood. If we have time, I'll go through here and fill any of these little openings in the edges of the plywood with some putty. Ooh, ah. We're setting up the saloon. And we just got done putting the bar against the wall. I'm going to glue some bottles up at the top, and then once we place the tables, we'll anchor the tables down into place. I think I'm going to mount the antlers right up there on that side.
We made 3 card tables for the saloon area. We built the table bases to act as ball obstructions. We also added bottles, cards, and stacked poker chips to the table tops. One other prop that we made was for the 18th hole, which was a bank scene. We made an Old West safe to act as a final hole ball collector. We made an angled ramp, and we even added some old gold bars. This is the last build for our Old West Mini Golf series. We plan on filming a complete walkthrough next time we are in the area. We'd like to thank all of you for joining us, and we'll see you on the next project.